60s. Now, when this tank first appeared, it was by far the most powerful tank in the world at the time. The big difference between this tank and the previous generation is that gun. That's what they call a 120mm high velocity gun. So what does that mean? 120mm, the size of the hole at the end of the barrel, so that's 12 centimeters across. High velocity, it means the rounds come out the end of that barrel with tremendous force behind them. And this tank was designed to knock out enemy tanks. That was its primary role. And they worked out it was going to have to knock out about 7 Russian tanks before there was any chance of it being knocked out itself, otherwise we were going to lose. As simple as that. So it had to be that good compared to the tanks it was fighting against. A well-trained crew made that gun so accurate they could hit a target with the first round out to 3 kilometers away with the very first shot. In World War II, you tended to fire 1 round over the top, 1 round under, and if you were lucky, the third round was about dead on target. This thing, to put it bluntly, if it's pointing at you and you're in range, you're a goner. It is tremendously accurate. And when it was firing at other tanks, it doesn't fire a bullet-shaped round like we're used to seeing, like coming out of a pistol or a rifle at another vehicle. It fires a piston out the end of that barrel. And when it leaves the barrel, that piston is one of the fastest things on Earth. The sides of the piston fall away, and it reveals about a 13-inch long neck. As a commander or driver, you're taught to always hide your tank from the enemy till the last possible moment. They're going to hear you coming with that really powerful engine note, but you don't want to expose yourself to the enemy. Don't let them see you so they can train their guns on you until you absolutely have to. So you're always on the other side of the hill, the other side of the tree line. Find the sunken lanes. Keep hidden all the time. But what we're going to do, just so you can see how mobile a 60-ton tank is, we're going to get the driver to go up on top of the mound there and show you his mobility. Now, as part of your training for a Chieftain tank crew, you're actually locked inside that vehicle for 72 hours on the trot, part of your nuclear chemical biological training. You can understand why a tank crew has got to get on with each other. Nowhere in a tank you can have an argument and go storming off to your bedroom, so it's really important that training is effective with the guys that are operating the vehicle. The Ruritanians, they don't make their own tanks, they buy them from someone else. And this is a really good tank. This is the tank the Germans made after World War II. They said, no, we're not going to build a tank again like the Tiger or the King Tiger. We're going to build a lighter, faster tank. And they built this one called the Leopard. And you can see how quick and how mobile the countries love the idea, and they bought the Leopard. It's been bought and exported all around the world, including obviously to the Ruritanians here. Very, very quick, because as I said earlier, they thought that speed was a defence in itself. Instead of even thicker armour, let's make it a fast tank. Now, look like some Ruritanians. They found the important, strategically important